Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me good. I'm your biggest fan, yeah, right. I don't believe that. I know you are, so it's Cap, man. Let me wave to y'all. How is it? Hi, how are you guys doing? Welcome, Komodo. Hi. So in the meantime, I'm going to do a bit here. I'm going to update the diorama you guys see in front of you, because I did not really finish it yet. It has a lot of empty spots, so I'll see what I can add. But we'll begin with the quiz in about 10 minutes, so y'all can expect that will begin very soon. So Dexter is up on his stand. I hope he won't fall. But let's add some more cars now. Let's see. I think Finish Line McQueen fits here very well. No. Alright, I already feared that. God dang it. Alright. He probably will fall again, but at least you guys have a good sight now. You found the Thailand variant of Dexter. That's an awesome score. Yeah, Dexter is such a cool car. I know I always wanted him when I was younger because it's a flag waver. Like, flag wavers are just very cool because they lead the race. And I don't know, he just really impressed me when I was younger and watching the movie. So yo, what's up? I'm doing really good because everything is going alright now. So how are you doing? Welcome, Radio Spring Studios. Hey dude, what's up? I'm doing great, as I just said, because everything is going good right now with the live stream, and I haven't had to face any problems yet. So let's hope that will continue for the entire evening. Thank you, thank you. This is not my haul yet. This is just the diorama, but the haul will be revealed soon, very soon. I think maybe in an hour or something. Still have to see how I'll be able to fit every activity in the planning. Bro, how old are you? Well, how old I am? I'm 18 actually at the moment. Can you show is your custom? I guess you mean this green car right here. Correct me if I'm wrong, but here it is. It sometimes the decals tend to peel off a bit because I taped them and they're not really that sticky anymore. So here it is. Number 400 and a determined expression. Yeah, that's true. Red Racing Mater is probably my second favorite car in my collection because he's so shiny and it just looks so awesome in this red metallic paint job. But of course, my favorite of all time has always been this guy here, this orange flatbat. Has been one of my treasures and also will be my favorite for maybe forever. Who knows? Thank you, VD. Thank you. My camera keeps falling. That sucks. Alright. This should work. I understand that you won't dare because he is pretty valuable, of course, but I mean, if you really want to see his true beauty, you really should open him. That's why I also did that, because I mean, he's gorgeous in packaging, but loose, he's even way more gorgeous. I only can recommend you to open it. Do I keep cars guarded? Very like only the special ones, because the 4-pack there in the left top corner, I left this one boxed only because it's so very rare and extremely valuable. And other kinds of cars I would leave boxed are like errors or just prototypes. I mean, prototypes usually aren't boxed, but if they would be boxed, I would of course leave them in the packaging. Like this Fillmore here, I'm not really sure what this actually is. It might be an error because there should be a glow-in-the-dark Fillmore in it. However, as you can see, this is just a regular Fillmore, so I'm not sure what to do with it because I'm not sure if it's an error or just a very rare variant. I believe it's the latter one because I've also seen other people finding that Fillmore without the glow-in-the-dark paint. So I'm not sure. Can you show next gen racers? Well, they are at least 4 of them. I'm not gonna take them all off my display right now because that would take quite some time, but here are 4 of them. I really am a big fan of the pink one here and also the right one because he has like these metallic foil decals, which are really rare on cars. They don't really do that too often, so that's pretty special. And flipped over, of course, because he's pink, since the most of Nick Gens are either blue or green. And you know, a pink paint scheme, you just don't see that very much, so that's very original, and that's why I like him. What is your favorite car of the whole edition? The whole edition, what actually do you mean with that? Can you please clarify it a bit? You have a Hot Wheel that goes for around 250 euros on eBay. Wow, that's really a lot. I think you definitely have a gem right there. Alright, what's the time right now? We're only with 6, so that's not too much to that's not too much for the quiz. Let's maybe wait 5 more minutes and then we will start with the Kahoot quiz. I made this this weekend, last weekend. His collection, I'm not sure. We'll see what he will say. The whole edition of the next gen races. Favorite car of all the next gen races, and you might be wanting to say, my favorite next gen, I think, I haven't really thought about this too much, but if I had to pick one, I think I would choose Ryan inside Laney, just because he's orange and orange is my favorite color, and also with that cyan blue in this paint job, just really is a good combination in my opinion, and that's why I would choose him for my favorite next gen, although I'm still not sure about that. Why don't I open these? Because they are too valuable to open, and yeah, you know, if I ever would sell my collection, which probably won't happen, I can get a lot of more money for it when they're in box instead when they're loose, so I guess it's also better for protection, you know. Imagine if I would drop them and they will get shipped. Oh, that wouldn't be my best day, not at all. I would have nightmares from it, I think. Oh, yeah, that's why I'd rather leave them boxed. And these cars in the background, you know, not the Fillmore, not the 4-pack, but these all in the background, like Millie and the Chemists, and some Welcome to Radiator Springs ones in the right corner. I might be unboxing them as well in my live stream today. However, again, I'm not sure how much time I will have left. You know, I don't want to stream the entire day, so I will see if that will still be possible or not. Only time will tell. My favorite Piston Cup cars, one pity. Yeah, I definitely will go for Brand Imager, the Tacomin pity, because Tacomin is my favorite sponsor, always has been, so obviously their pity is my favorite one as well. But they really should release more pities from the first Cars movie, because they are way too less from the movie. I just love the pities, and the Piston Cup teams are just one of my favorite kinds of cars they release, and unfortunately they haven't really done anything of that genre since quite some years actually. Now the last one was, at least the last new one was Brand Imager, like I just said, in 2019 I believe, so that already has been 4 years if you don't count the release of Ben Dorden, because that was a re-release. My most wanted car that Mattel hasn't made, I definitely Tacomin Crew Chief. Again, Tacomin, because yeah, I'm just love the sponsor so much, and even more because they canceled the Crew Chief in 2019 as well, I believe. And you know that they were so close to release him, that really upset me, and that's why I even want more that he will become a release someday, and then basically completes my Tacomin crew team, or pit crew, and if I can display them all together, that will be absolutely awesome. At least I have a factory custom now, but that still isn't the real deal, you know. I'm for a Thailand Greg Candyman re-release. Yeah, I'm sure I am, although I already have him, but you know, he's a great car, and I'm sure he will sell pretty well, because of course his delicious paint job. I think nobody will leave it hanging on the pegs. How long are you going live tonight? That's a really good question. I initially planned about 2 hours. However, I'm pretty sure that won't be the case because I tend to, when I do such things that has a certain time limit, I usually am not able to. I'm not sure how to call that, but I'm not able to get to the time limit. I usually go past the time limit, So that's why I haven't really choose a certain time to quit the live stream. We'll just see and how the time go. Yeah, I mean European time. It's now I think 7 p.m. in Europe. So it's actually tonight here, yeah. Alright, so what time is it right now? I guess we can start with the quiz. Actually, I was just thinking, I'm not really sure if it's even possible to do this because you guys need a phone to play the quiz. However, I guess you all are probably on your phone right now, so I did not really think that out, but we'll see. Harv, oh yeah, the phone and Mac, yeah. Yeah, that would be absolutely ridiculous if that would be the case. So guys, we will be beginning with the quiz right now. I think you all are on your phone right now, so if you can take another device or something where you can play Kahoot on, that would be great, because then you could join, and of course, the more people the better, isn't it? The game pin is on the screen right now. It's the big bold letters in the center. 7455384. Yeah, but it actually sucks, man. I did not think about it, because you obviously need your phone, and y'all are probably watching on your phone, so yeah, we got one player. Let's go. Thank you, VD. Thank you for participating. Yeah, I just closed that when you weren't looking, so no worries. I got that closed. That's for tonight, though. Hippo, welcome, Hippo. Thank you for participating as well. Oh, and somebody left. Skoda Wolf. Thank you for participating. Let's go for at least 10 players. That's the goal, and otherwise we wait a bit longer and nobody will join, then we'll just do with the amount of players which have joined. Yeah, you're back. Great. So how have your Christmas been? Well, or at least if you celebrate it, or if you celebrated another kind of celebration or other holiday, let me know. What did you get, and with which people did you celebrate? Would you celebrate with your friends, with your family? Let me know. I'm interested in hearing. Abraham, Josep, welcome, and thank you for participating as well. And VD left again. Oh. My Christmas was great. It was fun. Well, that's great to hear, man. Good. Awesome. It's great to read that you all have a great time. I did as well, so. CUB Enjoyer, let's go. Thank you for participating. 5 more and we will start at least 5 more. The more the better, as I just said. A Cars Carrera track, that's really cool. I already have, also have one, as you just see. So yeah, lots of fun with it, I would say. It's really fun, although ours don't work anymore, I guess. But I know I really had a lot of fun with it and when I was younger. Blessing the family with gifts and stuff. That's great. That's how it should be, right? I hope they blessed you as well. RSS is in as well. Welcome. Thank you for participating. 6 players. That's pretty good, I would say. Any more players? It's now the chance. Welcome to everyone who joined the stream. If you want, you can participate in the Kahoot quiz about cars. It has in total 25 questions, and they are about just different topics about cars. You have just general facts. You have facts, what I'm saying, questions which go about the Dikers line and stuff. So for some questions for everybody, I think. I am excited for this quiz. That's great to hear. I'm too, actually. And I guess you left again. Oh no, somebody else did. We'll wait 6 more minutes and then we don't have another chance. We don't have another choice than to start a quiz. Because we can't wait forever, unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, he's back. Nice. No more players. Please join the quiz. Please. Nice laptop, thank you. It has a nice car sticker on top of it, as you might see right there. Slime McQueen, he will always be traveling with me and with the laptop. I'm fearing that nobody will join anymore, so we'll have to do it with these 6 players if RSS is back in the game. That's no problem, but just see how far you can join the quiz. And welcome, Disney Cars Hunter. Welcome to live stream. You can participate in the Kahoot quiz right now with the pin on the screen. Welcome, official CS 2006. You as well can participate in the Kahoot quiz right now. If you want, you don't need to, obviously, but it's fun always. I love quizzes, that's why I made one. Welcome, Emilio GP Drive. You can participate in the quiz as well if you want, because we need players, we need them. Let's wave to some of you guys, why not? Will the winner get a follow from you? Yeah, sure, why not? I thought I already followed to most people in here, so. But if I haven't followed you, you sure can get a follow. Hello! Come on. 2 more minutes and we will start with 5. Oh. That's the half of what I was wishing for, but it's how it is. Yeah, that's right. I think I already followed you, yeah. That's a pity. But you still can look and, try to guess it while you're not playing. It's still fun, but you just can't get on the scoreboard like that. Yeah. So 1 more minute and we will begin. So rev yourselves up for some quizzes, for some quizzing, for some to test your general cars knowledge. Yeah, sure, post something if you want. I always enjoy seeing people, other people's creations, and yours as well. Have you missed something? Not really, I think, at least for now. You might have missed my diorama, but that's not too special because I already have made it quite some time and posted already quite some time now. But you're missing the Kahoot, maybe. I'm not sure. You gotta be kidding me. Now with 4. No. Alright. If he's back, we will start. Now for real. I know I already said this 4 times or so, but... Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start the quiz right now. The ultimate Disney Pixar car quiz. What is Lightning McQueen's actual birth name? Only 2 answers out of 4. Alright. And 3 of you were right. It is Montgomery McQueen and not my name or something like that. No, that's not true. And let's see who's on top. It's Coda Wolf. Congratulations, you're now in first place. And let's move on to the next question. Who once called Frank strong and handsome? It's from a video game, from Cars 2 video game actually. We just have one answer, alright. Carl Avlosso has called Frank strong and handsome in Cars 2 the video game. Tomater unfortunately didn't. And nothing's changed somehow, alright. Next up, how is Tycho Man's slogan? Is it either "the refreshing to your performances"? Is it either "ka-chow"? Is it "gives old tires that minty fresh tread"? Or "the high revving mint for your motor"? It sucks that a lot of you have troubles with Wi-Fi, but I mean, there's not really much you can do about it, I guess. So we'll just see if you can answer. So Hippo is now on top with 1,083 points. Congratulations. And we move on to question 4. Which character was originally supposed to die in Cars 2? Is it either our love for the franchise? Is it Lightning McQueen, Rip Klutchkonsky, or Finn McMissile? Make your answer right now, or make your choice right now. And it was Rip Klutchkonsky. Fortunately, they scrapped that idea because that would be really tragic if he would have died in the movie. He's my favorite World Grand Prix racer, by the way, which currently is the most expensive deluxe released in the post-Cars 3 era, so from 2017 to today. I said either Stu Scatter Shields, Cars 3 Max Semi, El Matador, or Globy the Goat. Globy the Goat. If y'all want to participate and you aren't, the spell pin is there on the bottom of the screen. You can always participate. Oh, no points. That's strange. I don't know how it is possible, but we'll move on. And now we have double points. Which character do I consider to be the god of the world of cars? Is it either Tacoman Crew Chief, World Grand Prix Globy the Goat again, Lightning McQueen, or Disney Doggett? And it was Globy the Goat, and nobody answered. Alright, that's a pity, but it is how it is. The live stream delay is too bad. Wait, maybe I can do something with. Now all the question and all the answers will appear on your screen. So this might help, or this might which small animation error was made during the King's Crash scene? Was it either John Lester was seen eating canned beans close to the left corner, the bottom tip of the King's tires were oh, everyone answered, so it was that the King's eyes were colored blue instead of the usual brown. And nobody get points once again. That's not really exciting, but alright. Which of these characters did get a silver release? Is it Hudson Hornet Piston Cup Lightning McQueen? Is it Dinoco Lightning McQueen? Is it Rip Glutchgonski? Or the fabulous Hudson Hornet Doc Hudson? Make your choice right now. Yes, it does help. Well, that's great to hear. And it was indeed Hudson Hornet Piston Cup Lightning McQueen. Somewhere 2015, I believe. And Skoda Wolf takes the lead again. Congrats. Sorry, I've given up. That's no problem. I can't force you to continue the quiz. However, I would like to, but... What trainee bears the number 21? Is it either Kurt? Is it Sequoia? Is it Speedy Comet? Or Krzysztof? Krzysztof. It was indeed Krzysztof. Maybe we have 4 answers. Let's go. That might be a record from this quiz. And let's see. CUB Enjoyer rises to the second place and is now only 300 points below the leader of the leaderboard. Which World Grand Prix racers received a new eye expression in their Ice Racers variation? I know this is an extremely specific question, so this might be a bit hard, but yeah, I guess you will find out later why I did some of these questions. And only 3, or the most people have them right, so congrats to you. It was indeed Carla, Nigel, Jeff, and Frosty. And Skoda Wolf still is on the lead. I have some new players I see. That's great. Who resembles Tabinu almost identically? And Tabinu is on the screen right now. It's the car on the picture. Is it Koji? Is it your mom? Oh, is it Boost? Or is it Tansu? It was indeed Koji. Congrats to 2 of you. And Minnie, whoever that is, moves on to the 3rd place. And Skoda Wolf is really having a big point gap there between the 1st place and the 2nd place. I'm not sure if he'll still be able to pass, if someone will be able to pass him, but we'll see. Which 2 initials appear on Paul Valdez's hat? Is it FN, TS, PV, or IDK? It is indeed PV. It was a bit obvious because I said initials and PV are his initials. So yeah. Skoda Wolf is on fire. Wow, congrats. 3 answers in a row, or 3 correct answers in a row. Let's go to the next question. We're now in the halfway through the quiz. Greg Candyman was the only Piston Cup racer from the first Cars movie to get a release with the bonus collector card. Is this true or is this false? I don't know why it's in Dutch right now, but it was true. And who got it right? It was Hippo, and you are now rising to the 3rd place. Congrats. Let's move on to question 14. Which character controls the game's menu in Cars 2 the video game? Is it Mater, is it Holly Shiftwell, is it Lightning McQueen, or is it Finn McMissile? And it is Holly Shiftwell. That's right. 3 of you got it right. Congrats. And let's see how the scoreboard Nothing really changed, only Skoda Wolf has once again strengthened his lead. Next question. How many different versions of Mater have officially been released? But then I'll be excluding the Thailand and Vietnam variants as well as the lenticular variants. So are that 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100, or 69? Ooh. It was indeed 90 to 100, and to be exact, I counted 94 different variations of Mater has been released. So yeah, that's absolutely stunning. I didn't even know that myself, and it took quite some time to find them all, but I guess I've got the right total. In which year was this 2-pack released? Was it in the 6th century before Christ, in 2013, 2016, or 2015? I guess it's kind of a guess. I mean, you should be really expert if you know this. I didn't even know it myself, and that's quite unlucky that nobody guessed it, and all the other answers got guessed. Nobody changed, obviously, and we are going to question 17. What kind of work did Dirksen D'Agostino do before he became a professional race car? Is it he was a professional dog food taster, he worked as a stuntman, he works as a graphic designer, or he works as a trainer for rookies? It was a graphic designer for race outfits, believe it or not. It's not made up. It actually, I guess, originates from the Car Finder game. So nothing changed again. We move on to the next question. Question 18. Which version of Ramon has been released with a paint gun? Is it hydraulic purple Ramon? Is it Russian Ramon? Is it red Ramon, or is it green Ramon? It is indeed green Ramon. It's unfortunately that nobody has guessed Russian Ramon, because it easily could have been the answer. No, just kidding. Next question. What Italian sentence did Guido say to Sally when she complimented him for his painting skills? Is it sono così felice? Is it che cosa? Is it mamma mia pizzeria? Or is it con ci credo di parlare? Ma con ci stai parlando? A lot of Italian there, even though I can't speak it, but I tried. And it is blue, that's right. Someone got it right. And it was Skoda Wolf again. You're doing very great now. Only six questions to go. And we have another with double points. What is my custom name for this guy? Is it that nobody cares? Is it Matisse Side Gears? Is it Motis Side Gears? Or that other name? Fortunately, nobody guessed it right. That's no problem. We have another true or false question. The French version of Rochelle was released by Mattel. Is it true or is it false? Blue is true and red is false, and it was true. Actually, I did not know that myself before yesterday, actually. Yeah, because I watched Disney Docket's Giga Hall, and he told it, he mentioned it in there, and I did not even know it myself. And I went to look at my collection at my Rochelle if I had the Canadian version or the French version, and believe it or not, I had the French version. So who is Sally's voice actress? What is her name? Is it Jennifer Lewis? Is it Bonnie Hunt? Is it Cameron Diaz? Or is it Owen Wilson? It definitely is green, I can say you. And it's indeed Bonnie Hunt. Just kidding. It's Bonnie Hunt. 3 of you got it right. Congrats. And the top 3 gets points. Question 23. From which town does Luigi originate from? Is it North Korea? Is it Santa Cecilia? Is it Carsoli? Or is it Porto Corsa? Make your guess right now. And you might even be able to take over the leader. And it was indeed Carsoli. And Guido, I think, originates from there as well. I'm not sure. Question 24, we're almost at the end. But what car model is Mater? Is it a 1951 Harley Hookem, a Lamborghini, a 1983 Hookov High H9, or a Hilton tow truck 57? It is indeed a Harley Hookem 1951. Fortunately, no correct guesses here, so the leaderboard remains the same. And this is again one for double points. What is my current collection total? Is it either 442, 425, 381, or 101? And it was 442. And it might be a lot more today. And we have one more question, however that has no points. Did you enjoy this quiz? Absolutely, I had lots of fun. It was alright, boring, I almost fell asleep. Jeez! Fortunately, you all enjoyed it, so that makes me happy. And let's see, let's take a look at the final scoreboard. Third place, Mini with 3,386 points. Congrats to you. CUB enjoyed in second place with 5,341 points. Congrats to you as well. And the winner of the Kahoot quiz is Coda Wolf with 8,395 points. Congrats to you. You got the first place. If you don't have a follow yet, I can follow you, but I believe I have already followed you. But I don't think there really is anything. Unfortunately, there's no prize, so I apologize if you all thought that, but maybe in the future live stream, who knows. Congrats, dude. Indeed, congrats to the winner. And I guess after this, we will continue with the room tour. I've been working a bit in my free time at my room because it was slightly messy, like not really messy, but just a bit, you know. Some places there were some things that don't belong there, and I had to put in the correct spot. So I guess everything is clean now, and I can give you guys a room tour. I don't really have a large room; it's rather small, but you know, I just think it was worth it nonetheless. And yeah, then y'all can see where I take my pictures, where I keep my cars, and where I am now recording this live stream. Alright, Toscomodo, congrats, man, congrats. You did a really good job, because I'm not sure if you can see how much questions you correct. I believe to remember there was some way, but either way you got first place, so yeah, you can be proud of yourself. Alright, I guess we can start with the room tour right now. Let's quit these pages and let's do a walk around the room right now. So this is my desk, and here you can see some, they're not my scores by the way, but they're actually, I'm not sure what to call it, but they're correlated to my scores. You know, I cleaned my desk a bit, because otherwise I would have way too less place for all the unboxings and stuff, so that's why it's a bit empty, but all the things are now on my bed or behind that. So anyways, we begin here in the corner. This is my door, but that's not really too interesting. I think only if you guys would have a special affection to doors. At least I don't. Here is like, it's not really a painting, it's just, it has a frame around it, but it's something my dad made for my birthday, and it has like kind of these texts from actually facts about events that happened on 3rd of August in history. So the First World War started at 3rd August 1914, I believe, and it has like numerous of events that happened on my birthday, but only in past years. Here's my closet. It isn't really too exciting either. Only this thing I want to show you. It's something that I've been painting actually at my vacation job, but it's not finished yet because I don't have the patience for it. So I might be able to finish it next summer. But it's like some kind of bag with my logo. As you can see, I already did a few circles, but I'm still have to finish it, of course. It looks a bit blank now, and that's not how it's supposed to look. So let's fold it and put it back on its place. But I think if it's all painted, I'm sure it would look very nice and very handy as well. And here's some clothes. Oh, and something fell. Let's put it back in there. Alright, so clothes is not too important. Here's welcome. It's a whiteboard or blackboard, whiteboard. Of course not. It's a blackboard, and here is below it. It's some kind of football game in wood, and it's one of my favorite games. You definitely should Google it and see a video about it because it's really fun. Yeah, that's it. Alright. There are some of my plushies, which I want to keep because I had lots of good memories with them from my childhood. So I keep them up here on the Carrera Go track, which I already have like for 10 years. That's why it doesn't really work anymore. Here is the map of the world because I'm a geography nerd, or geography nerd. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. And you also see that on other things, just like these towers, the Empire State Building and the Eiffel Tower, you know, they're monuments, and they also have to do something with geography. So here we have some, yeah, now we're going to actually do my collection, but this is not really my collection. This is just some Playmobil, which I might use for some pictures here as well. Dang it. I forgot to put these back in the chest here. It's a bit empty now. So anyways, you can see some trees I have used for some pictures, as well the VAR screen, VAR screen from my World Cup post. I broke it accidentally, but and some other little house. Here I keep the tracks. They're actually from the Carrera Go track, like these tracks, and I keep them in here because they're a bit large and they don't fit in everywhere. And now I'm going to put the camera on the ground for a second, and I'm going to take this box off, and let's see what's in the box below it. And oh, there are some cars, which I don't have space for yet, but I will soon, because I got something for my birthday, which should give me some space, some more space. There are more of my recent scores. And then here we have some other not really important stuff. You can see here's something I'm making already for a few years, but haven't been able to finish it. Here is a box full of Lego pieces and Playmobil pieces I have used in some pictures in the past year, which I just keep in here because, you know, I don't want to lose them, and they might come in handy at some other pictures soon. Yeah, that was pretty much everything what's important in that box. So we'll put them back on. Don't fall, please. And now this is probably the most exciting drawer you always will see today, and it's the drawer with each of my accessories. As you can see, it has a lot of variety. You have the tool cards, you have some flags right there. These are the from the Tokyo crane. The tents are there from planes, and also some pit boxes from the pit crews. Some cones, the gong from Terry Gong, cameras, and here in the back some cameras, and as well the tower of collector cards. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This first drawer here, some grass I might use for something, but haven't been able to use yet. Here we have the mini racers. I don't have a lot, but they are mostly from the advent calendar, which I only buy because of the accessories, and I don't really care a lot about these mini racers, but I just keep them either way, of course. And also the launchers. We have here in the back, we have Nigel Gursley launcher, Max Schnell launcher, Lewis Hamilton launcher, and in the front we have the King's launcher, RPM launcher, and Spotterstop launcher, as well as the Cars True leakless hauler launcher. Oh, had to go back in there, of course. Excuse me. Anyways, next drawer. I guess you can call this drawer full of Easter eggs from my previous posts. This is of course the bar from my 2K special post. Here are some of the pit boxes, which are sometimes damaged because I will replace them soon with some more detailed and some more legit looking pit boxes. Also some of these stuff right here. Now the spotlights. The lighting is not really good here. The cake. And this corner of a house, which I used in my I believe it was my second movie recreation post from the London Battle. You have some traffic lights and some road tape and also some other stuff. The lamps, the lanterns, yeah, I'm not really sure how to call it, but you can recognize from my Christmas post. Here's a tree. You have these things to go on the side of the track, as you can see there. They're similar, but only with the Dynaco logo instead of some random Pistic Cup logos. Some other Christmas lightings. And then here on the bottom drawer, you have some pieces of paper, which yeah, something you sometimes use just for decoration, or just for, as you can see, these are the lines for the pit crew, just like these yellows here. It's like an oil leak, an oil stain, and I have some random logos, some pieces of my logo in there. And this is something that is for an upcoming post, so you might already guess what this is, but I won't be revealing too much already. And yeah, here you can see the place where I usually make pictures. It's right here in the corner, and it's as this green grass type carpet underneath it, but this is just my blanket, which I used to get that snowy feeling, you know. So this is the diorama I quickly made for this live stream. This is my bookshelf, where my books are. Nothing too interested besides this here, which are all comics from a Belgian cartoonist or something. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's in English, but something of someone who writes these comics. And if you don't know, Belgium is pretty known for his comics. While it actually falls off his stand, they're pretty known for his comics, and that's why I have a lot of this one. It's called, if I can get one out, it's called Yomake. And yeah, I have quite a lot already, so that's kind of my second collection besides my cars. So yeah, I guess that's the most important things here on my bookshelves. You have these puzzles here, which are, of course, I have because I'm a geography nerd. And here we move on to my bed with that beautiful Italian flag because I love Italy. Here's like this thing to slap the flies, which I actually use whenever there's a spider in my room. I take this, I slap them. Little fun fact right there. So I'm not use it for flies or mosquitoes or anything. Actually for spiders. Yeah, this is my bed sheets. It's my favorite type of blanket, you know. It has all these sponsors on it and makes it really colorful and also really appealing and really interesting because it has many sponsors, and I guess you can look at it for quite some time before I've seen everything. And also my really swag cars trash bin, where they have this for a really long time, I believe. Yeah, and here is a reindeer, or I'm not sure, is this a reindeer? A moose, I think it's called a moose, yeah. A moose, which I got for my birth, not my birthday, for my birth, from my parents, I believe. I guess it's it symbols that my father actually originates from Canada, and these are in Canada like everywhere. So I guess that's, you know, kind of the history behind it, why I got this for my birth, and it has been with me ever since I was born. So it has like some special value to it. My curtain's not really interesting, but I guess this is quite interesting. Oh no, I leave the door open. Let's quickly close it. This is my collection right now, its current state. Yeah, it looks really messy here below, but that will change soon, as I already have hinted. There are some gaps indeed, but they are all here. The cars which are out of the display, they are now on my desk, so the gaps will be filled again soon. So no worries. Here is my box full of playsets, which I'm not really using anymore, but I just want to keep them. And this is the box with my packages, name tags, card backs, and also these multi-pack boxes. Yeah, I guess you all have seen this one already, because not really much has changed since I did my collection pictures in May 2021. Except, of course, the bottom row got a lot more messier. So that's why I really need an update here, because they're really towering right here. They're about to fall off, and of course I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I really should be upgraded soon. I hope that will happen. I'm pretty sure it will. So you all can expect a new updated pictures of my collection soon. But anyways, here are some of my highlights. You have the circus car, circus pickup, and circus forklift and GT, as well as Percy handbrakes. I really hope they get one of these display boxes to get Sue Scattershields in, because he's the actual car who should deserve the most attention in my collection, in my opinion. And this is some piece of art my brother made for me for my birthday 2 years ago, I think, and it just looks really cool. And that's why I have kept it here on my display. Some oversized vehicles which did not fit into this display. Yeah, I guess this was pretty much it. some posters which I keep on here because it's just really nice, and I can check them whenever I got a new car. Not really much has been checked yet because of course Belgium is lacking cars cases, or they're not really getting much in. Also, it has been improving lately, but it's still not as much as it used to be, unfortunately. But I guess that's pretty much the same case in entire Europe. Some books which made me think about school, so let's go through this quickly. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Of course, my collection has some lights as well, and it's really exciting. So I think I should show that to y'all if I can get it on. That's always an issue. I'm not sure why, but here we go. And there should be like a button for like some colors. I'm not sure which one. Let's try this one. Struggles, people, struggles. Here we go. Now it changed from colors from red to pink, and to the end of the rainbow. And just really satisfying to look at. Makes me really proud for this, to have this as my hobby. And when I'm in bed, I sometimes put this on and just, how's it called? I just enjoy the sight. So yeah, you might have seen that one already in my shorts, one of my shorts on YouTube. But here it is again. And let's put it off because that's only gonna cost us electricity, I guess. So yeah, we have now made a tour around the room. So I guess it's kinda time for the real stuff. Only if I have missed something. Yeah, I did. Alright, y'all have to see this. I'm a fan of light. I really like a lot of lights in my room. Oh, it's not plugged in now. Never mind. But I have like some disco here, and if I plug it in and I start it, it just has it lights up my entire room. That's just very cool. It makes me want to dance, So what's the time right now? Let me see. Alright, it's 20. It's already past 8, so yeah, I guess we can begin with the reveal now. But of course, if I would have left my reveals in the room, y'all would have seen it already in my room tour. So I left it outside of my room, so I have to take it real quick. And I'll put this somewhere else. Because it only takes up space. I'll be back in a few seconds with the cars. Or at least with the haul. There's one baggage. Another baggage. A third package. A fourth package. Oh. And the big ones have yet to come, so I'm not sure if I will have enough space here, but we'll see. Here is my fifth package. There's some unboxed as well, so I'm not showing that yet. I'm just putting them on the floor for the moment. Oh man. Yeah, this is another big packaging, and the last one. Yep. We're good to go. We're good to go to start the big reveal of my Christmas haul. Finally, I'm very excited myself because I haven't unboxed like I already have seen 2/3, but I've yet to unbox and see 1/3 of my entire haul. Alright, let's organize this a bit. So let's put these small packages on the side real quick, so we can make place for the big ones, the daddy packagings. Alright, here they are. It's not super many cars in it, believe it or not, but there's one in the beige box, and there's one as well in the black box. So don't let you fool yourself by the by how large it is, because I hope they're just packed really good. So let's see. Which one will I start? You know, I have like the half of my haul is bought by myself, and the half of my haul, I guess a bit less than a half, but let's say the other half is I got for Christmas for by my family. And I guess the latter one is more exciting, so we will start with my haul, and that's also where I am the most excited for, because I have yet to see these ones since they're all boxed yet. Let's see. Let's start with small ones here. Are you all ready for the big reveal? I am. Let's take our little knife here. That's only for cutting things open, by the way, not other purposes. That's already open, by the way. Ah, that's handy. And maybe I should move my camera a bit, because it isn't really too visible. Alright. Excuse me for the delay, but I guess it's a bit of my perfectionism again, which I want to have everything positioned perfectly. Otherwise I'll be upset. But anyways, let's shoot the box, the first box behind us, and we can open the first car of my haul. And who is gonna be? Oh man, he really packaged this extremely well. Alright, I guess I have to cut it open right there. I hope I won't cut in the car itself, because that would be a pity. But that won't happen, I think. Jesus. I hope this won't be for all the other packaging as well, because then I might be unboxing till midnight. It's Lightning McQueen. For tea bags, really. Alright, here we have our first score, and it is none other than Silver Lightning McQueen, and it's the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup Lightning McQueen, which has been released in 2015 or something, I'm not sure. But he's been pretty rare, just like all of my scores, and yeah, I just want to pick them up. I'm very happy that at least I can see any ships, so that's perfect, I guess. I don't want shipped cars, so oh, this is my first car. Yeah, not the most exciting one, but still, it's just Lightning McQueen in silver, basically. So let's quickly move on to the next, and which one should I choose? let's go for a bigger one here. Although I don't think there's much. There are a lot of in here. I think there's just one car in here, but we'll see, right? That's the cutter again. I was expecting yet another bag. Oh, they really aren't making it easy for me right here. Here we go, and you might be able to see it already, so I'm gonna turn it. Yeah, we got it out, and we have to go through another layer of plastic. Oh, what a drama. But let's quickly open. Alright, great. What's in there? Let's see. Yet another layer. Come on, man. Alright, I hope we're true now. I hope we're true everything. Psych, we're not. Yet another layer. Oh, come on, man. Hope it is not. We don't have to go through endless layers and then in the end there's nothing in the packaging. No. It isn't, fortunately. There is a training inside, and it's none other than the real Krzysztof, the Polish trainee, which has only been released in, let's see, what does the packaging say? Where's the copyright? 2017, there's no way. 2017? I guess the packagings don't lie, so he was included in 2018, 2019 line, but he apparently was released in 2017, should be December, November 2017 then, I guess. And I believe this case was really badly distributed only in Europe, so that's why he's become pretty rare, and I found him, fortunately, for a pretty reasonable price as well, so I don't have to pay a fortune to get him, to add him to my collection. So yeah, here he is, Krzysztof. Not much detail, but still a nice addition. Let's put him along like McQueen right there. Hi Disney Cars, Corey Arnold. I'm sorry if I'm not really answering your questions or anything right now. I'm just a bit buzzy now with the unboxing, you know. Yeah, let's go to this one. The blue packaging, a blue package. And unfortunately this is has not many plastic layers, at least I think. So this should be, we should manage to go through this pretty fast. Yeah, alright. I already see it. Oh man. No way she really wrapped up the card. Oh, that's a pity. Where's my... Alright. What is in there? Let's see. And it is... Oh, there's other tape. Come on. It's really a testing operations right there. But it's none other than... let me make some room here. It's none other than Ice Racer Carlo Veloso with a very bent packaging, as you can see. But we're not here for the packaging, we're here for the car itself. And he looks really beautiful as always. And now he's in some snowy tires, you know, snowy sides, snowy front bumper, in a snowy costume, snowy version. So yeah, she might even be looking even more beautiful right now, and he's perfect, or she's perfectly for the holiday season. So yeah, yet another great score. For some reason, all the T-Rock variations of Call of Loso all are become really rare. So I don't know why she become really rare. Like McSchnell and Rose the Rule aren't rare at all in their T-Rock variations, I believe. So I'm not really understanding that, but at least I have her now. As we move on to the next packaging, let's see how this one is packaged. Oh, spoiler alert. Oh no. It's gonna take a while to clean up. Alright. Oh, we have even some leather in there. Oh, that's not important. Right, let's quickly put all this paper back in because I don't want to have a messy desk right here. It's a really beautiful side either. And it indeed is a version of the king. It's just not the standard version. It's, believe it or not, the... Come on. Don't let me wait any longer. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait to say it. It's the damaged version of the king. It's Damage the King, but it's not... Y'all can call me crazy, but it's not the Thailand version, which just has been re-released. It's the OG China version, and let's see... Oh, I just love his, like, rough feeling. He's not really shiny. That's how it should be. Let's see if he has any scratches or something. I believe he doesn't. So that's perfect. I'm very happy with this one. It's such a cool car, and I didn't really thought I would get this one this early. I mean, at least the China variant. Yeah, just the detail on him is absolutely stunning. There's like a lot of grass textures on there. You see such green stripes and stuff. And also this completely crooked spoiler is just so well done. And yeah, I'm extremely grateful to have him finally in my collection. That will be great for some movie moment recreations. Who knows? Let's move on to the second car in this packaging. And let's see if I can get this one open now. Oh. Come on, man. Yeah, we got it. We got it. And it's Tabinu. Tabinu, the Japanese tuner, Japanese tuner. From Cartoons from Tokyo Mater. Somewhere in the background. So not really a prominent character, but still a very cool casting, as you can see. Some of these Japanese elements, like the spoiler and these carbon textures, which are really nice detailing. I also have some sparkling paint. So yeah, really happy to be able to add this one to my collection. I think it will really fit nicely alongside Kabuto and Boost. Alright, next up. Which one do we have left? I guess we will advance to the big box now. The big boy box. If only I had space. Alright, maybe we should put these aside before I will damage them. That would not be very handy for me. So I have to go there in the bag, and we will... You got a nice giggle. Thank you! But it isn't finished yet. We're not just at the beginning, man. So be sure to stay tuned to see more awesome stuff. At least I think they're awesome. Pretty nice site, right? No, I'm not able to get this entire box on screen, so y'all will see a bit. Only some box right there. Alright. Let's put the thing aside and let's get the auto. Oh, yeah, the camion, the truck. We're searching for the right terminology. So let's reveal the truck in 3, 2, 1, and it's Paul Volez. Paul Volez, the orange truck, which can be seen in the I believe it was the last race of Cars 1 when, I don't know. I'm not completely sure. Maybe it was the end credits of the first movie where he was seen chilling at Flo's V8 Cafe. I am sure about that, but I'm not sure when. So here he is. I always love the trucks, man. They're just very large vehicles and also very detailed. As you can see, his expression is also absolutely unique. He has like this kind of worrying face, or just, I'm not sure actually, just maybe he's chilling. He's enjoying his drink here. He's enjoying a little sip. Yeah, love it. Oh, you have this one as well. That's awesome. He definitely is. I can believe he's one of your favorite ones. He might also be one of my favorites now, because of course orange is my favorite color. So yeah, can't go wrong with that. Alright, so how many have we gotten so far? 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cars already, and except for one, these are all the cars I bought myself. And the last one I will keep for last. I will keep for the end, because this is a very special one. Actually, there are 2 I bought myself, which are very special. So I will keep them for the end. And I guess we'll move on now to the cars I got from my birthday. From Christmas. And of course, these are already unboxed, so we won't be struggling with packagings anymore. Oh, it looks like Disney Cars Hunter got the little Easter egg. Yeah, that's true. I based my questions from my code of the cars I will be getting here. So maybe y'all can guess which will be my next course. As you can see here. Of course, also Airport Mater appeared in my code, and here he is. Airport Mater and Holy Shit full 2-pack, which is extremely, I think, very forlorn. Not many people know about this variant. It's like a sad looking Mater with some washed off race team 95 decal. And yeah, although it's a bit lame 2-pack. It's basically only like a Mater with a different expression, but it still is something new. So, and it's quite rare as well. So yeah, I cannot pass on this one if I want to have everything in my collection. So yeah. Also, I did not have a regular Holly Shiftwell yet, so that's also a nice addition, for sure. I only had the Holly Shiftwell with wings, and that is not always accurate when I try to recreate scenes, you know, because she's more like in this regular type than she appears with wings. The next up is as well from Cars 2, and is, I guess, kinda relates to this one, because it relates to spies. And it's Graham and Acer with helmets. This is just a really fun 2-pack. You have Graham and Acer, but then with helmets, and also, fortunately, they have different expressions than their regular variants, so that's also a plus. Yeah, also not really much to say about these ones, but the same for this one. They are pretty rare, and yeah, if I want to complete my collection, I have to get everything which is different. So I'm gonna unpack all the 94 meters. I wish I could, but I don't. Unfortunately, don't have 94 meters in my collection. So maybe in 5 years I will be able to unbox 94 meters, but at this current moment of time, I unfortunately am not able to do that. Excuse me. Alright, let's move on to the next car. And it's Crack Candyman with, just not only Crack Candyman, but it's Crack Candyman with the bonus collector card here. And yeah, as you can see, we'll show that later on, but I already have made a collector card myself because I was not confident that I would ever find this one, since all the collector cards released in this kind of packaging from 2018 are, they're pretty rare, like all of them. And that's why, I just made one myself, because it would probably take some years before I finally would get this one. But surprisingly, I have found it this year, and now I have a real collector card for Taco Mint. And now I'm really almost close to completing my my Taco Mint collection, actually. I think I only need the Thailand version of Greg Candyman to have to own every Cars character related to Taco Mint ever released. So that's quite exciting. Only if they made a holo though. That would be absolutely insane. Alright, next up we have another Piston Cup racer, but not with a collector card. This time it's a Piston Cup racer with a pit stop barrier, and it's Dirksen D'Agostino, number 34 from Trunkfresh. It was from the very scarce, very coveted Movie Moments series from 2016, I think? 2015, alright. I thought they were from 2016, but never mind. I already have Rusty Cornfuel and Sly Petrowski from Sidewell Shine and Towcap respectively. I already got these. So I'm now a bit more closer to completing all the races with pit stop barriers. So yeah, I basically only bought this one for the pit stop barrier, but it's as well rare, so that's why I picked up and couldn't let it go. And now we've come to from all of these, I think this one, which will be next in the line, is the most exciting one, and also maybe one some of you guys don't know about. I'm not sure because I'm not you, but I think this pack is a bit forgotten. Not many people talk about this pack. Not many people know about these variations. Yeah. It's time to reveal it, I guess. It's this one and only Radiator Springs Cleanup 5-pack from, what is my guess? From which year would this one be? I think 2016? Let's take a look. Is it even on there? Yeah, it should be. 2015 again. I mixed 2015 and 2016. Mixed them up again. Yeah, as you can see, the stock images are extremely cursed. Look at Guido's eyes. Like, what happened there? This does not look natural. This one looks alright though, but we're not here for the stock images. We're here for the diecast inside, and we have two exclusive vehicles in Guido with paint rollers and Ramon with paint gun. So these have never been released before. Only Guido with paint rollers has been released, but only as a lenticular, so with moving eyes. This is the only pack or only release he got with just the regular eyes, with the fixed eyes. So yeah, that's why I definitely had to pick this up, because I'm not a big fan of the lenticulars. They usually look a bit ugly in my opinion, but that's my opinion, right? So yeah, I'm really happy for this one. I was a bit hesitating if this was worth it, because my parents paid, it was not super much, but it was also not cheap either, and that's why I was not sure if it was worth it. But then I checked eBay, and I saw prices for this going for above 150, and yeah, I guess I might, if I would left it, if I wouldn't have put it in my wish list, I might have regretted in the future. So I just took my chance, and here I got it. So yeah, I guess I'm happy I did it. So yeah, this was basically just the normal cars, the cars which are actually released, which you would see every day, which you can find on eBay every day, which just, actual releases, I guess. Now we're going to stuff which are very unique and very special, which I guess you can call them quite some collector's items. So you should see it by yourself, because we have some unboxing to do first. But I'm not sure which one first. We have two unique items. This one, let's put them on the side a bit because it takes too much space, and we're going to put this box here instead. And it has a first unique car in it. And this actually isn't the original box, because I accidentally threw it away already, because out of excitement, I guess. And here is the wrapping with the car inside. At least there should be a car inside, otherwise I've made a mistake. Let's see. Who should be in this? Alright, let me quickly grab something. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I got something which is really necessary to, to make y'all believe that this is a special item. It's just not something that you will see every day. Oh, and we have another layer. And yeah, this is a launcher. You're right, this is a launcher. But just not the general one, just a regular launcher, It has something very, very special, something I did not know before I saw this one on the website. I saw it before, let's just make that clear, but I didn't know it actually existed. And it is this launcher, Globy launcher is called, And this is a launcher from the Cars 2, we have, this should be the actual, how it actually should look, And this is not from Francesco, indeed, but the car inside should have the flag or something which represents his country here in the back. So for Nigel Gearsley, it's the flag of the United Kingdom. And here it also should have the number with the flag below it. And the World Grand Prix text, yeah, that's the same. So that's nothing too special. However, this one, it's Francesco. It should have an Italian flag right there. And this number with the Italian flag behind it right there, right? Well, for some reason it isn't. And is this now a prototype? Is it a cancel? No, cancel is not. Definitely not. But is this a prototype or not? Well, if you Google, the Cars 2 launchers, you sometimes see this exact launcher with the Globy on it, and also with that very nasty looking, very nasty green pit box there. And it was used as a promotional, as a prototype image, this launcher. However, I did not know it actually was released as well, and apparently it did. I asked Disney Docket about it, and he said that this Globy launcher, which is a very rare variant, only released in Europe, apparently. So it's not a prototype, unfortunately, but it's still a very rare. I actually don't think this was supposed to get released. I mean, if you look just at the entire launcher, it just does not look appealing at all. It just looks dark and very gray, and just the globy sticker does not make any sense at all. So yeah, this is really strange, but I just picked up and I think it was worth it. I found it on Vinted actually. If you guys don't know what it is, it's like a thrift store, but then online, I guess. Yeah, you sometimes just have these random things you find on online thrift shops, and while you're actually not even looking for it, you just come by them, and yeah, you're extremely lucky that you're the one who has encountered that gem here. Excuse me, who has encountered this one first, and yeah, that's how it happened in my case. So yeah, obviously I'm not unboxing this one because it's a very special item, but that leaves us only with one more item, and that is, it's sure that is not the actual lease. I'm sure about it. How much did it cost? Actually only 13 euros, so it was a bargain. It was one of those sellers, you know, probably a father or something who just sells the toys for his kid that the kid didn't play with or something like that, you know. And then you got a bargain yourself. But yeah, as I was saying, this leaves us with only one car, and the last car, I'm sure that it is not an actual lease. It does not look really appealing either, but you know, this is more special, I think, even more special than the previous one. I guess it's time to reveal it, but we first have to unbox it. Alright. Are you guys ready? Let's take him out of his plastic cage here. Okay, here it is. It's a prototype, my very first prototype in my collection. And it's a prototype of, I believe it is Moto Turner, which was released in 2020. Because these kind of prototypes, as you may have already heard in Disney Docket's videos, these are typically from Thailand because they have like a dark blue paint, and they have a like this blank, this beige, I'm not sure, undercarriage here. This, so yeah, I picked this one up because of course it's really unique, and it's always exciting to have a prototype in your collection, because you know, basically more unique it almost can get than a prototype. So I'm really happy with this one. It has something red as well, so at least it's a bit colorful. These red side view mirrors. Yeah, nothing really much to say to this otherwise, other than it is a prototype. It didn't really cost me a lot either. I think around 20 euros, something like that. So that's really reasonable, I think, because these prototypes tend to cost a lot. There maybe are some on eBay still, so you can search, you may find some. I won't guarantee it, but there's a good chance. So I did find them like that. So yeah, I guess this was everything from my Christmas haul. Let's put this big boy back in there, back on our desk. Let's put these eye catchers here on front, which is not an eye catcher. Alright, that's good enough. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. This reveal actually. The unboxing is yet to come, and you know, we can stay a bit longer if you want me to see the cars. If you want me to see the cars getting unboxed, which is obviously you all have seen already what I got, so the excitement might be a bit away now, but if you'd be interested, I will still be live until I've unboxed everything, so if you want to stay, you can. I would really appreciate it still. However, I really appreciate that you all have been here today already for almost the entire day. It really means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, we're now going to the unboxing part. Obviously, I won't be unboxing my prototypes. Thanks everything for the words. I really appreciate it. And what? I'm not sure what I wanted to say. I indeed have a Miss Fritter. However, it's on my display and it's somewhere in the back, and yeah, it takes some effort to put it out my display. So yeah, we're now going to unbox, and as you can see, some are already unboxed, so we don't have to worry about these. So let's put these in the middle already. It's Damaged Chicken, Tabinu, and Silver Lime McQueen. Let's just begin with, I guess, the most boring one is the Greg Candyman, because I already have one, and I basically already have a collector card. However, it's not official. God damn it, it's taped. Maybe we should better put these in the bag, because yeah, they might clash into each other, and that's not the best idea. Oh man, the tape sucks. Yeah. Oh, god dang it, I messed up the artwork, but it's alright. Why do people put tape on there? I mean, okay, in the 2017, the first Cardstream mainline had those blisters which would come off the card very easily, and then I would understand if you would put tape on the blister, but these are not like that. These are very well glued onto the card. So why the tape? Now I messed up the card, but anyway, the artwork. Alright. I guess all the tape is off the blister now, so we can open the first car of the haul. I hope, at least. Yeah, I guess it's freed from the tape. When I unbox, I always try to avoid to tear the packaging. I always try to do it as carefully as possible. However, when it takes too long, you're unboxing and just want this card to get out as quickly as possible. And when it takes too long, I'm just lose my patience. I'm just tearing the packaging, like I don't even care anymore. Fortunately, this one came off pretty easily, at least without the tape. And let's move the camera a bit, because yeah, like this, we don't really have to see a lot other than the card and packaging unboxing. If Greg wants to get out of his blister, please, thank you. Here we got the boy Greg, the goat. Globey is the goat, but he's the goat junior. That's it. And this is the collector card, which looks really good. The tag on it has a bit of depth on it, which might be improvement, I guess. And just the candy all over the place, so it's just really delicious, and I almost want to eat it, but let's just not do that. And let's also compare it to my custom collector card. Let's see how similar they are. Or maybe not, maybe they're not similar at all. So obviously the left one is the official collector card and the right one is my custom collector card. And yeah, I think the thing that catches your eye the quickest is, of course, the collector card. The official one has no red gingerbread anymore on top of it, while my custom collector card has like the gingerbread on both sides. The official one also has more depth, as I already said, and also the candies are a bit different and also a bit bigger. Alright, cool. Let's put the fake one aside and let's put it onto the stand there, so I have a little advertisement board for our boy Greg. And let's compare Greg as well to our rubber tire release of Greg, which is already shipped quite some time already, because of course he's my favorite piston operator and I played a lot with him when I was younger. So it sucks that the lighting is not really good here. Alright, anyways, I guess it's visible enough. So at first glance there aren't really any differences, of course, except for the rubber tires, because one has rubber tires and the other one has just normal plastic tires, but they look pretty similar, almost identical, I guess. So yeah, nothing too special here. Of course, the collector card is what matters the most, obviously, because I already have Greg Candyman in my collection. But it's still a variant nonetheless, because this one has just plastic tires and my original Greg Candyman has the rubber tires. Alright, who are we going to unbox next? Who is the victim of the unboxing hands? Yeah, let's go for Dirksen. Oh boy, Dirksen. With his pizza barrier. Let's hope there isn't any tape on this one. Or we'll be here until tomorrow evening, I think. Okay, this one goes pretty easily. Fortunately. Here we're gonna boy Dirksen with his pizza barrier. And let's take them out of the plastic cage and do a little comparison to his rubber tire version, which I have as well. Only he's, again, a bit damaged, a little bit much. He even has a mustache almost. But let's see if he has any differences between the two versions. And yeah, they're pretty similar as well. Yep, almost identical. The bottom one as well. The bottom sides. Although the original one has obviously a lot less writing on it than the older version, or the newer version, I believe. So yeah, he's looking great as always. Now let's take a look at the pizza barrier. It just looks clean, you know, nothing too much going on there, but that what makes this just so, I guess, attractive, because not everything has to be difficult. It's pretty simple, and that's what makes it look a great pizza barrier, in my opinion. And let's put the pizza bears from Toe Cap and Shine be excited. So we have a little connection here. They're all from the Movie Moment series. And here you have my custom Pitster berries from Taco Mint, from Chick Hicks, and from Octane Gain. I guess these from the Advent Calendar from Jackson Storm, Carl Weathers, and Lightning McQueen. So we already have a nice group of Pitster berries here. I hope I can complete them once for my official diorama of all the bits of bit rows of every team, but that's gonna take some more time. That's going to be in 10 years or something. Hello, Marcus Lofano 94. Welcome to the stream. We're now with the unboxing of my Christmas haul. Where did I put the package of Greg? Oh, I just threw them on here. Okay. Alright. Let's go to the next card. And I guess Krzysztof is kind of boring. At least, he's not boring because he's new, but he doesn't have a lot of excitement going on his paint job. So, let's first put these Pitster berries back. How are you doing? I'm doing excellent now because I finally have been able to see my full Christmas haul in full, and now I'll also be unboxing it. So that's so exciting to see, to have few cars in your hand, because that's more attractive than in the packaging like Krzysztof is right here. So let's open him. Oh man, these are all going really nice, these blisters, really easily. Not much power I have to put on these blisters to get them off the card. Here he is, our boy Krzysztof, out of his plastic, out of his blister. He's yet to come out of his blister, so let's do that right now. Yeah, I can understand why you don't want to collect them, because yeah, they're a bit boring, I guess. They only have, like, they're mainly gray, only have some little color, like on the spoiler, and then here in the front, and this bumper, and on the back. So that's not really too exciting, so I can understand your choice. But they're nonetheless new cars, so that's why I have to collect them. Even the boring cars I will have to collect to complete my collection, so we have no choice. But here he is. Oh man, the lighting is really bad, but I'm not sure why all these trainees have like some sad expressions. Like, why are they sad? Is Cruz maybe a bad trainer? I can't imagine that. So yeah, not really detailing as I just said. So let's put my the trainees I already have. So here's Sudeep. It's I guess his mate from the very coveted case from 2018. Ernesto, as well as Kurt Buckteeth. So these are the trainees I already have. They are not much because they're like 12 or something. Or at least different. Not mentioning the variations like Jay with VR headset and this one. However, it's still already got a nice group of trainees here. and I hope I can complete them very soon. Yeah, they definitely are looking nice together. Alright, who are we going to unbox next? Let's go for Carla here. Carla in his Ice Racer variation. This package is a bit tougher to open. Actually, it's really tough. Come on, man. Yeah, I have no other choice than to tear the blister apart. I mean the card, but if I want to get this girl open, I have no choice. I try to save as much as possible, but I'm not really succeeding in that. Alright. I did it. I did it. The cards I'm going to throw right there, and we can open, oh, never mind. Wow. It's really just pulled up in there. How's that possible? These blisters should be like the most easiest thing to unbox, right? I guess I found what is holding me back. Alright. She's out finally. So here we go. Here we got our Ice Racer version of Carl also. And it's actually my first Ice Racer version in my collection. So that's really exciting for sure. I also love how they gave her these special wheels with this snowflake in it. Looks really elegant. And just her paint job in general looks really beautiful. And it fits just this Ice Racer team really well because it's already blue on the back. And of course, Ice is blue. And yeah, that really fits her very good. And let's compare, even though I don't have any more Ice Racers, we still can compare to my other variations of Call of Loso, which is the regular one. Of course, you just have to get the regular one before the other ones. And also the Karma Racer variant. So, yeah, they fortunately changed her expression quite a bit, even though it's not really too easy to change her expression since it has a very tiny windshield. However, they still managed to do that, and it's pretty remarkable as well. As you can see, the eyes are more spaced out of each other, and also the eyelids are a bit more lowered. So yeah, basically the paint job is the same, only the tires are changed, are adapted to the winter theme, and also he has some snowy details on him, on her actually. I keep saying him, but that's not right. So yeah, looks really beautiful. And then it's kind of the same deal here with the Karma Racer. The wheels are different, and she just has some pieces of his paint job is dedicated to the competition she's racing in. Let's go. Alright, let's move on to the next car, and I guess we can move on to the 2-packs here. But let's do the boring one. I mean, nothing's boring, but You know, you have some are more exciting than others. Alright. Hopefully this one goes pretty easily again, because Carla did not really go easily off his card. And let's hope I don't tear the artworks too much. Alright, the last bits to get the card off the blister, and we managed to do that. Let's throw the card left from me, and let's put them out of the plastic blisters. And don't let them fall on the desk. If they would chip, that would be a real pity. Here we got the one and only Airport Mater, which is extremely exciting. Cough, cough. No, he's exciting because he has a sad expression. I don't think there are many Maters released with a sad expression. And the other detail he has is like this. As you look carefully, he has like this Race Team 95 logo on his side right there, but it's washed off. You just only see like the edges and just like the shadow almost of it. So let's take our regular Race Team Mater next to him and let's compare him a bit to each other. So the expressions obviously are different. The one is just chilling and the other one is sad because Lightning McQueen, he just had a real dispute with Lightning McQueen, and yeah, he's flying back to Radio Springs, I believe. But the other details are pretty much similar. Yep. So nothing too exciting, but it's a variant nonetheless. And I mean, the expression is maybe a bit handy for some future pictures or something. Because if I want to have a sad Mater, I don't have to edit the expression anymore. So that might come in handy. Who knows? And let's move on to Holly Shiftwell. Maybe even the most boring one we have had yet. It's just a regular Holly Shiftwell, which I believe it or not didn't had yet. Even though it is just a prominent a car which has released quite some times now. Especially the recent years when she got last year she got a release in a 5-pack exclusive to Amazon, and the year before that, oh no, it was 2020 actually, when she got a single release, but it was completely awful. It has like a pink livery, which is not accurate at all. So here's Holly Shiftwell. Let's take the Holly Shiftwell with wings, and she's missing one side view mirror there. Let's compare them real quick. And their mouths are pretty much the same, although there is some difference in them. And the expression, obviously, she looks more determined in her variant with wings, while she looks more just chilling as well, just looking straight forward in her regular variant. So yeah, that's nice, but nothing too special in here. But what is a bit more special here is Grandmanacer with helmet. So let's continue with these. And oh, this goes very, very satisfying when the packaging goes just so easily off the card. Never mind, I think I jinxed it. Now it comes the real stuff. Now there's the real stuff. Oh. Êtes-vous belge? Oui, j'ai belge. J'habite au Belgique, donc je suis belge. But I live in Flanders, so it's not the French part of Belgium, unfortunately. But I am from Belgium, yes. Here we got our boys Acer and Graham and Acer in their versions with the helmet. Especially really exciting for their expressions, because they seem to have different ones. I mean, I'm pretty sure they have. Hey, you're Belgian as well. Let's go. Great to meet you. It's always nice to see some fellow Belgian Cars fans in there. So here's Acer. And he indeed has a very remarkable different expression. As you can see, he's more angry, almost. Probably because Finn McMissile escaped once again. Yeah, just basically regular Acer, but only with a helmet. A helmet almost twice the size as him, but yeah, looking good. And no, I was thinking for a second you could take off the helmet, but let's not try that. And here we got Graham. Wait a minute. I was not finished yet with Acer. I also have the Acer with Torch. So we have 3 Acers right now. So our Acer collection is growing bigger and bigger by the year. So that's nice. And let's move on to Graham, which I like more than Acer because obviously he's orange. And I really like his expression because I believe it's the only one where you actually can see his mouth open and just very detailed, because he has the exact spots he's missing teeth as in the movie. And also I think it's an expression he really had a lot in the movie, so only if it was without the helmet though. But still, looks really great. And I believe the helmets are different as well. As you can see, the Acer helmet is a bit bigger, a bit larger than the helmet on Graham, so that's quite interesting. And let's put our Graham or gangs from Grahams here. This is regular Graham, and then we have the Graham with headset, which came with the camera in Deluxe in 2015 or something, I'm not sure. And these expressions are actually pretty similar, as you can see. At least the eyes. He looks both determined. However, the mouth is way different. This one is a bit... he's biting on his teeth. And on the helmet version, he's more laughing out of anger. Or out of I'm not sure. I forgot the word. But that's not important, because we'll be moving on to our boy Paul Valdez here. Our boy Paul Valdez. And this will take some time probably to unbox, because it has a lot of tape, as I just have noticed. And it already also you have to remove some items from his hauler, so... But we have time, so let's try to get this boy open. Oh man, I'm struggling. You know what, I'm just going to do it with my knife, I think. Or with my, yeah, that's easier. Also more efficient. Alright, we got that open. There probably is more tape to open, unfortunately. Alright, I forgot something. Yeah, I forgot. There's some tape on the bottom as well. That explains why I couldn't get this boy open. Come on. Yeah. Now he's finally freed. I mean, I can take the blister out of the cardboard. I hope so, at least. Nah, still not. Here's some tape as well. I'm celebrating too early every time. Alright, this part is cut. Now the other side. This is cut as well. Alright, now for real. Yeah, here we go. Finally. Finally. Alright, and now the more stupid. Oh, let's not bump our cars into each other right here. Let's remove him from his cardboard, his trailer actually, from the cardboard, because it's attached to it. Okay. Now we can take a look inside the cardboard. So that's where we should be able to unscrew. I mean, it doesn't really have screws, but you have to unscrew it. You have to turn these things to some, I guess this is good, and then this one to the left. Alright. This one is loose, yeah. Oh man. Alright, this one is loose as well. I guess we finally have him off. Yeah, let's go. Here he is, guys. It's the one and only Paul Valdez. The one and only Paul Valdez. Alright. Oh man, my room is a mess right now. Cardboard and plastic everywhere. Here he is, let's go. Some plastic rubber band in here that I have to remove. Yeah, here we go. I guess he's finally fully unboxed now. That took some time, man. Yep, he is. Let's go. Here we got our boy, Paul Valdez, all unboxed. And we also should be able to open his trailer. However, I don't want to force that, but we should. I think we have to open it from the side. Is there some... Alright, let me take the packaging. Maybe it's up there. Oh yeah, we have to open it from the side. Alright. I don't want to mess this up. Alright, I think I don't get this. Why is it not opening? Tell me. Why is this not opening? Guess I have found it, guys. I guess I finally have found it. Yeah, here we go. Finally have a boy. Palvelas all open up. As you can see, he has some boxes in there with, I guess, some mechanical stuff. Some screws or some plug nuts or something. I'm not sure. But it's really nice detailed. Also some dirt here, which is really makes it look very legit. How an actual trailer would look like. And just the trailer in general as well. You know, you have some very random numbers all over the place, writing around text. And it just looks really real, and that's what they really excelled in back in the day. So yeah, and also the cab, the trailer, the semi. He's just chilling with this motor oil can right there. And he has like some blemish on his eyes. Oh, that sucks, but something we can do about it. Yeah, it just looks really nice. And also really great to have in my collection. I also have some cars to compare him to, believe it or not. Oh, it is another hauler. It's Chatbox car, which drives for Incredibles from Incredibles Incorporation or something. A little Easter egg up there, and as well for Oliver Lightload. So we have the three horsemen of the random trucks of the truck stop here with Paul Valdez and Chad Boxcar and Oliver Lightload. Yeah, my space is a bit limited to show all of these three in their full glory, so let's put them back. And we only have one item left to unbox, so that's gonna be it. The final unboxing of this live stream, and it is no other than this Radio Springs Cleanup 5-pack, and this probably will take some time as well to finally fully unbox. So let's not wait any longer and crack this bad boy open. I don't know what's falling off there. Let's see. How can we open this thing? Oh, excuse me. I hit the camera there. Yeah, I'm really I'm really ruining the packaging here, but I have no choice. I have to. Otherwise, I would have no idea how to open this thing up. Come on, man. Oh. And as you can see here, I really failed to open it perfectly. Now it's oh man, I'm really struggling. Alright, I guess I'm finally through it, and now we have to get another piece of cardboard off the blister, and this fortunately goes a bit easier than the last one. Alright, let's go. Oh, my desk is full of this cardboard stuff. And why is it not coming out of something? Come on, man. Tell me. Alright, I guess I have found what's holding this thing back from coming out of this cardboard packaging. How then? I guess we had to open it from the side. Otherwise, I would have no clue how to get this thing out of here. So, we have no other choice than to crack this bottom layer open here. Oh boy. Some tape as well, as if it wasn't difficult enough. Alright, I guess we finally have managed to get it out. Right. Still not, but I ain't. Hold on one more second, and I see what's the matter. Yes, finally. I ruined the entire box, but we finally have our cars out. And now, yeah, this looks quite confusing, doesn't it? But I believe it's not that hard. At least it shouldn't be that hard, because I've done it multiple times before, and it went not too tough. It's just so Ramon is out. He only has some spaghetti on his wheels, like I always say. It's not spaghetti, obviously. It's some cords are wrapped around his wheels. So I have to unwrap them. Alright, we've got another one out. Right? Oh, never mind. Here's Luigi. He also has spaghetti on his wheels, and that actually makes sense because from Italy, hey. And Guido is all taped to the packaging instead of wrapped around these cords. So this should be a bit easier, I would assume. Alright. Hold on. Alright, we got Guido out, I think. Oh, it's the paint stuff that we got out. Alright. Come on, boys. Oh, something fell already. Alright. We got the accessories out. Finally. And now Alright, we finally got them out. Now we only need our Guido to get out of his, to get unwrapped from his spaghetti, as I like to call it. Oh man. The way they packed these back in the day is so confusing. It's not even funny anymore. I don't want to break it, so I can't force it. You have to be careful. So you really have to think about a lot of things while packing these. Alright. We almost got him off the cardboard. Now he only has some plastic rubber bands, which have to be cut, or with the scissors maybe is a bit easier. Yes, and now we have to unwrap them off the tires. So that's one. And there has to be another one, I guess. Oh, I actually shouldn't have cut them. That wasn't too smart of me. Oh man. I guess I finally have them loose. Do the wheels roll now? Yeah, finally. Oh man. I was just worrying I ruined it. But here we got our boy Guido. And we can finally put it together with his paint supplies. It just looks so beautiful, doesn't it? Almost looks like it's taking out of the movie directly. Okay, so 2 cars to go. Lightning McQueen and Sally are still trapped, are still wrapped around these spaghetti cords. And my phone is about to die soon, so I have to be quick. So, if I disappear suddenly, y'all know that my phone has died. So before I end, or my phone will end this live stream, I want to thank you all for everything, for tuning in. It really means a lot to me. And I hope you had fun. I did not waste your time, otherwise it was not it wouldn't be such a problem if you would have skipped it, but still, I would really appreciate it. And I'm not sure what I wanted to say next, because I now really have to focus here on these last strings to be freed. Alright. We have to be quick because my phone is about to die. Alright, we finally have cut them all out. Oh man, it was an entire war to get all of these finally out of the cardboard, off the cardboard. And now I am left with cardboard which is completely ruined, and I might not even be able to use anymore for pictures, which I intended. So yeah, here are the cars loose from the race springs cleanup 5-pack, actually a 4-pack, because Luigi and Guido are usually counted as 1 car together because they are so small. So for the remaining time, let's see how many. 3% is my phone. So as I said, thank you so much for watching, for everyone watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let's maybe do a small comparison here quickly with Guido. Let's put all our army Guidos here all together, because why not? It's fun. And something you want to finish off the stream with, right? That's 3, that's 4. That's 5. I believe it or not, but they are all different in their own ways. I have also Ghost Guido and the 95 Fang Guido. Luigi, I don't have too much from them, or at least not as much as I have Guidos. If they want to stay, they don't want to fall, but they want to fall, so alright, I'll let them fall. So 6 in total, that's quite a lot still, regardless. But it's funny that I have 2 more Guidos, because they are usually in the same pack, Guido and Luigi. But I guess this is going to conclude my first live stream on Instagram, my first live stream ever I've done in any social media. So thank you all so much for watching once again. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And yeah, maybe you're in for a live stream in the future, another one. I am, and maybe I was a bit unexperienced now, but I'm more experienced now, and maybe I can organize a better one in the future. At least I hope so. And already, also, quite some people watched it. Maybe not through the entire show, but still, they watched it nonetheless. And yeah, I hope we can improve that next time. So, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you have a great day, great evening, and have a great Christmas time if you still are in the Christmas mood. And see you all very soon on my Instagram account, on my post, because obviously my Christmas post is about to, or my Christmas haul post will be posted soon whenever I have everything now fully unboxed. So yeah, catch you all later on.